All right, guys, welcome to episode 9, I think, of Tales with Tang. Today I got one half of the Rafaels in San Francisco.
Yes.
So yeah, Rafael Arroyo, he lives in San Francisco, and he's Mexican and Jewish.
Yeah, and I'm a stand-up comedian. Just finished up school, applying for new jobs and stuff. I'm ready for this Tales with Tang.
Yeah. So Tales with Tang is a storytelling podcast where I bring friends and comedians on to tell our stories. And the idea is like sometimes it's hard to tell our stories for comedians on stage. And the idea is like get them out in like a venue. And so eventually, maybe they end up turning like more funny as we go along. Yeah,
I like that.
So there's no pressure to be funny. But
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this happened to me today. So I lose my key. I lose everything pretty regularly. I lost my mail key. Mm-hmm. So I haven't had access to my mailbox for like 5 months.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I've been texting my landlord. I was just too lazy to do it, and I didn't want my landlord to be like, okay, I'm gonna charge you $50 or whatever, you know. So I was like, I was lying that it broke and all this shit. But so today I walk in to my apartment building, and there's the mailman there. So I'm like, oh wait, can I? Because since it's open, can I show you my ID and get my mail? You know. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. He's like, oh, there's some packages in here too. And I'm like, okay, I have a big clump of mail. I have everything from like election stuff to like, fearless flyers. And I noticed 2 packages with the same name. And then I open up one of them, and it's just brown stuff in a Ziploc bag.
Whoa.
And then I Google the sender. Yeah. And it's like, someone sent you poop. 3 months ago, someone sent me poop twice, and it's just been rotting in
your mailbox.
In my mail, but it was like sealed, So like I had no idea, And someone was trying to give me fresh poop, but they gave me like I opened it 5 months later, so it's like decomposed, and so it doesn't, I opened the first one, I was like, oh, it smelled like vinegar, but not like shit, And
it smelled like vinegar.
Like vinegar, bro.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Right? So I have theory. Yeah. So and then also in there's a recruitment thing for the Marines. And all like 3-4 months ago, I'd broken up with a girl. Mm-hmm. It was kind of fucked up. I liked this girl. Oh, we met at a comedy club. She was there with like a mutual friend, and then we went out and we started hooking up. And then I really liked her at first, and then we kept on going and doing shit, and it was honestly a great connection. But like I realized like once we like officially started dating, I just had this instance one night where I was like, fuck, like I'm still attracted to other women, and like it's like bothering me in a way.
I mean, you're allowed to be attracted.
I know, but I was like, I want to fuck this girl so bad, and I'm like I'm kind of being a dick to her, the other girl, by even like I don't know, I just tripped myself out, So I was like, dude, I can't maintain this, I don't think. So I like broke up with her. She was pissed about it.
And you think she sent you the shit?
I think she sent me the shit. Also, I think that I was getting calls from military recruiters being like, oh, your name's on a list to get recruited to the military. Yeah. And I think she put my name on all these lists. So honestly, she's winning. I hope she's doing well.
But you think she's shit in a bag?
Well, I think it's a service that they send people shits in bags. So I think she sent me 2 shits in a bag. Mm-hmm. I didn't really open them. She didn't really get me, How
is this service legal? Like,
I don't think it is. I think that's like, it's like severe. Like on their website or whatever, it says like, oh, you can't send this as revenge. It has to be like a funny thing, It's like, and it's like, I don't know. And then they don't keep real records, so they can't. If they get subpoenaed, they can't check it. So.
I feel like the only people who would use that service is for revenge.
Yes, I mean, I got 2 shits in the mail this morning.
Wait, so is that the service name? Shits in the mail?
Something like that. It's like send poop or something like. It's like ridiculous. But it doesn't say send poop on the thing. It says like AS services or whatever. So I just opened it. I'm like, the fuck is it? I was like, is this like Mexican candy they try to send me? Like
ass services, like
bro, ass services. Yeah, I didn't put it together. So I guess that's not as much of a story, but just something that happened pretty recently, and it was like, god damn, that's crazy, dude.
This was this morning.
This was today. Yes.
Yeah, that must be a weird way to start off your day, dude.
It's just such a like the first thing I start off with is the guy being like, hey, the I don't know, whatever. I don't really want to get into that, but like the comedy thing we were talking about earlier, like this guy didn't really want me on a show that I've been booked on for a while. Mm-hmm. So I have that I'm dealing with, and then I go to my apartment, open poop. I'm like, what the fuck is today? And it's weird because yesterday was such a perfect day. Like I had all the like I was cleaning out my closet and to try to sell some clothes and stuff, and I only use like these wired headphones because I lose stuff super easily. So AirPods, like they're so expensive, I don't want to keep replacing them. I'd rather replace the $20 version, you know. So I have a ton of these just lying around, but I couldn't. So I have some that are really shitty and only one earbud works, and that was like I had been using one earbud for 2 weeks, and then yesterday I'm cleaning out my closet. I find another pair of headphones works perfect. I'm like, you know, I take all my used clothes, bring it to a consignment store, get like $100. I'm like, you know, I had a perfect day, all the synchronisms, and today it's just like shit and poop, and they don't want you on the show and all that shit. So.
Well, okay, I think sometimes life, it's like in waves, you know, like good thing, bad thing, good thing, bad thing. So I don't think like it's ever possible to have like a really good day, and then the next day is going to be really amazing.
I think I agree. I always tell people like my life philosophy is that it's balanced. It is balanced at the end of the day. At least that's how I have perceived it to be. Yeah,
for sure. And I also think like you know, like the universe finds like everything comes in threes, right? You know, like the comedy, the rule of three.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
And I feel like when bad things happen, like 3 bad things usually happen.
That's what like my mom, like whenever someone dies, she's like, fuck. There's 2 more coming.
There's 2 more coming, Yeah, I guess, so that's been 2. So I don't want to psych you out or anything.
No,
like,
you're good.
Just literally every time something bad has happened to me, like 2 more bad things happen to me. So.
Well, I'm not super, have you like had a tumultuous breakup before that ends like that at all?
No, nothing like that. I don't think anyone's ever sent me shit, dude.
I don't know. Well, and then the worst thing about it is like, I have been a douchebag in the past. Like I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to be better. But like when I first get the poop in the mail, I'm like, this could be like 3 people. Like, I'm honestly not 100% sure who sent me poop. I'm 90%.
I mean, but you know it was 5 months ago, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have a date, but I can tell the poop's been in there for a while.
Okay.
Have you dated a lot before, or like a couple, or like what was your longest relationship?
I've never been in a relationship before.
Okay, so
in high school for like 6 months, but I don't think it counts yet.
It kind of counts because I had a high school relationship and I kind of counted as well. But like
you know what I mean. It's like
how old are you? Like 26?
26.
Okay, but so you like had like hookups and stuff.
Yeah. I had like situationships.
Okay,
but nothing. I don't know. I've moved around like.
That's a very hard thing as well too. Like, do you feel like maybe it's not even talked about that much because the cultures are viewed so similarly, but do you feel like American culture, like socially, is very different than Canadian culture?
I think it is. Well, okay. I would say like here, like the ambition is very high. Like just like literally everything I do, I go to the jiu-jitsu gym and then like there's a bunch of guys who want to be like professional jiu-jitsu athletes, you know.
Like and they comedy stuff too.
Comedy, when I go to comedy, it's like everyone wants to do
be
it
pro.
As a career, And then I go to Calgary, you know, I go to Toronto. I'm like, hey, would you guys ever do comedy as a career? Like, what? It's a hobby. What are you talking about? What am I going to do a career out of?
Well, I was talking to my therapist, like his wife is French, and he was talking about like, he's like talking to me, he's like, yeah, it's weird because in American culture, we view like when you introduce yourself to someone, they're like, hey, what are you is your job.
Yeah.
So your like identity is very tied to what you do like work-wise and shit. So it's like, he was talking to me about in France, he's like, oh, most people just work their 9 to 5s and their lives are outside, their lives are everything after. But like the 9 to 5 doesn't make their identity. You know?
Yeah, well, okay, I mean in France, I don't think they work 9 to 5.
They
work
course,
like 9 to 1.
Exactly. Like, 9 to relax, you know?
Yeah, like, well, this French girl told me once that in France, people start working when they're like 30. Really? Like, they just fuck around for their entire 20s.
See, and that's kind of similar to like Mexican culture. Not really, like we still work the whole time, but we like, you kind of move out of your mom's house around 30. At least in like traditional Mexican culture, like a lot of my cousins still live with their family before they move off and then get married in the next like a year or two after.
Well, I also don't know if it's like an America thing or like a San Francisco thing or like, you know, big city type of thing. Because I'm sure if you went to like, you know, Mississippi, you're going to have a very different level of ambition.
Yeah, that is. But I think there is something to be like, I was born watching Star Wars being like, I'm Luke. You know, like I'm the main character, dude. You know, and
that's true.
And I think you see it in men more than women because of that, because of just media, like conglomeration. I don't know, but that's just theory.
Well, I guess like because America's always been the center of the universe. Because growing up Canadian, we're always like America's lapdog.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, oh, that movie's made in America.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that,
even
like,
all your best actors like go to America. All the best comedians.
Yeah, all the comedians go to America. So it's like, okay, you know, Russell Peters. Oh, he's Canadian.
Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. Norm Macdonald. But like they went
Seth
to
Rogen. Yeah, all of those dudes.
So like we grew up like if we're in Calgary, we're like, okay, who's the most famous person in Calgary? You know, like
in Calgary.
Yeah, there's no like famous comedian living in Calgary.
That's hilarious.
Or famous actor living in Calgary, right? Like, but like in you know LA, like
so it's like kind of seems more attainable.
It seems like out of reach if you're in Canada.
Yeah. That's how I felt living in the suburbs, you know, before I got to the big city. So I think you have a point there. I was also just walking down here, walking down Market. Yeah. Not trying to expose where you live, but we walked past Martuni's. Yeah. And I saw a picture like Kesha posted on her Instagram.
Yeah, Kesha's always there.
She just moved to Mill Valley. Yeah. And she was at Martuni's and she had a residency at the Castro. Like, that's sick. Like, I don't know. I love shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. I guess like that's the thing with America. It's like there's so many opportunities, but I also feel like it's more depressing because like in Canada, the comedians, they were all doing their hobbies. It was a bit more fun, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Like when we'd go to like a show or a mic, and then everyone would hang out afterwards.
Yeah, you know? The pressure isn't there as much. It's not like here there's a lot of guys who are like, I have to be on my shit. I'm kind of the antithesis of that, I think.
Right. Yeah, they're like, I have to do 20 mics a week. I need to grind. I need to move to LA.
I like that. I like that work ethic, but I don't like the sentiment around it, I guess, of like, oh, we're prim and proper, you know. I'm like, comedy should be fun. Like, I hate that. Like, if you're a guy in comedy, you can't wear shorts. It's against the rules. you know that?
I mean,
you've heard it.
I've never heard of that before, but I've never seen anyone wear shorts successfully on stage.
If you're a guy, you're not allowed to wear shorts in comedy. Okay. And I'm like, why the fuck do we have arbitrary rules in the one place we shouldn't? You know?
I know. Yeah, this is the place where we're supposed to be free.
Exactly.
To express ourselves.
And like, why such a stringent rule? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. But, well, okay. I also think like with American culture, like you're gonna get more successful people if you just everyone's had that mentality, but it's gonna be overall more depressing. And then like the people who are successful is like very few.
Yes.
You know? It's like,
and then you're just kind of hoping you're one of the few.
Exactly,
you know? And you're like convincing yourself, oh wait, I think Norway just scored.
Oh shit.
Goal!
Let's go. Hey! I'm rooting for Norway because I went to England and I did a show there and I bombed.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
What happened there? Tell me that story.
Oh, okay, dude. Yeah. So I went to the comedy store.
Yeah, the one that they stole.
Yeah. I went to the comedy store in the United Kingdom and they have this show called The Most Brutal Open Mic on the Planet.
Oh, God.
Basically, it's a gong show. So they give
you should have done great.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, right.
Sorry.
But so there's 3 red cards, right? They give it to 3 random audience members.
Gotcha.
And then if they raise the red card, you have to get the fuck off.
Yeah, you're out.
And they're pretty aggressive because there's like 30 comedians.
Gotcha.
And throughout the night, you're allowed to boo, you're allowed to jeer, right? And so it was like one of the hottest nights of the year. So like people were like starting to get like more aggressive.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just don't think I really connected to the audience. You know? Like, first off, I was super nervous. Like, I went up and I started talking, and then I was in double speed. Like, I watched my foot recording. I'm like, because I was so nervous. You know, because like I'm in a different country. I'm doing comedy for the first time, and in this country, and then people might boo me off.
Yeah, for sure. That's super like scary.
Yeah. And I just saw like 20 people get booed off. Yeah.
So you didn't do well.
So I didn't do. I got some laughs.
Good.
Like my coworker watched my video.
They enjoyed it.
He said I think you were doing well, but you lost some momentum. Yeah, my friend said it was like there was a group of like frat boys, and then they booed my setup to a joke.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, and then like I did the punchline and it got nothing because
because they booed it.
Nobody heard the setup.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And then I'm like, oh, okay, and then like all the cards went up.
Yeah,
like, so I'm like, I was already defeated. At this point. Like because I had already lost all the momentum.
I have a question for you because this is what I've noticed from doing comedy, but also I hate. This is another thing. Before I go into this, I have been doing comedy just maybe like a year or more than a year, whatever.
Yeah.
But I never want to come from it from the perspective like I am like I'm just like whenever we're at the function there and I'm just like take your time and shit. It's not for. I hope you don't take it from it's like me trying to like tell you what to do. I'm like I was like this is what has worked for me and I want to see you do well.
Right.
And that's really I don't know. But in saying that, do you when I'm performing, the only times I bomb is when when I'm bombing, I can feel myself on stage. When I'm not bombing, it's just when I'm killing, it's just we're just going.
Yeah.
But when I'm thinking about how I'm up there and I'm like kind of visually, I'm almost like watching myself like POV style GTA, you know, like third person or whatever the fuck. But so like I don't know. Whenever I'm noticing I'm doing comedy, it's over. That's the worst shit ever. Do you get that as well?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like. The more I think about how I'm on stage right now bombing, the more I bomb, you know? It's like...
Well, like when you're at Punch, like because you did really well at Punch. I was very impressed. And I not only impressed, but also just like, that's my boy, you know? And I felt the same way about Dave and stuff. But so when you were up there, like I remember still at Punch, there's such a level of excitement from you and nervousness that you don't think about anything but what's the next joke, basically. You're kind of forced to be in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like, fuck, this is my first time up. I have all this like energy going on. And, like, and it was, and then it didn't feel like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it feels like 3.
Yeah. And then like I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'm done. Like I barely remember it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no. It's like a rush. You're we're on a high. That's super cool.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah. So I got up at a punchline.
Yeah. Hey! And Aoife did fucking hella well.
Yeah. Thank you. It's a comedy club in San Francisco where like all the comedians go and like who are new, they go and wait and eventually they get called up. So yeah, it's
notoriously it was going to be bought out by Google. And then it was saved by Dave Chappelle and W. Kamau Bell, who protested actually at the library.
I think Dave Chappelle was like, this is my favorite comedy club in San Francisco. Right?
I've seen him at Punch.
Oh yeah.
Me and Stoyan like 2 years ago. He was touring before he went on SNL. He was doing like small shows before he went on SNL, and he was at Punchline for a weekend. But they posted Stoyan was staying at my house. They posted them at like 11 a.m. And Stoyan bought two $250 tickets.
Jeez.
That's how much general admission was. We get there. We were the first people in line. We get front row in the middle.
No way.
Who do we meet in line? Mel Earl, who has free tickets because her mom's friend managed Dave Chappelle back in the day.
Damn. All right.
So Mel's there for free, and she stays for the after party. But we're all just 3 sitting in the front.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle's doing like asking about about to do a joke on abortion, doing a setup, and then then he's like he looks at Stoyan in the middle. He's like, what do you think about abortion? Asks Stoyan his opinion. Stoyan just starts like getting hella nervous, you know? And Dave Chappelle's hella sweaty, he's hella drunk, so he has like a towel. He's like, hey, just use this, brother. So Stoyan still has his Dave Chappelle towel.
No way. Yeah. Bro, he can probably sell that, you know?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle DNA.
Dude, no, it's super sick. And then Stoyan was just like, well, I believe that it should be legal, but it is killing a baby. And Dave Chappelle's like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah. Sounds about right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And so, wait, but Dave Chappelle, I heard like he just does new stuff.
So what he is, I was there and I was listening to all the jokes. And I was just like, he was drunk as fuck. It almost seems like he's like not even paying attention at all. And then I watched Saturday Night Live 3 months later, and it's the exact same jokes perfected, not drunk.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was just like going off, you know, and like he had some Kanye shit, and like Dorian just came back from the bathroom, and I was waiting to pee so bad. We can't both be up. We can't leave 2 empty spots right in the front, you know. So I was waiting for him to come back, and then I get up to go when he gets back, and it's right when Dave Chappelle's starting his Kanye stuff, and he's like, that's not who I thought would stand up when I started this Kanye shit. I was like, wow,
That's great.
but just everything. He's so good. He's perfect. I mean, he's one of the best comedians alive.
Especially like that drunk, you know, he's still able to like, you know, like
do straight up the whole time. He's like drinking the whole time, sweating, smoke. He starts smoking a cigarette on stage. You know, notices a pregnant lady in the front row. It's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, ma'am. Puts it out. By the end of the night, he's so drunk he forgets and is still smoking again. And the whole time he's like, you know, there's no HR in here. And he's just like calling the manager, be like, get me a drink, bitch.
Imagine if it's like Ron or something.
Yeah, no, it was like whatever his handler was or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you fucking killed it, Punchline. That's all to say. Ife did very well in his first time. Should be very proud of himself. I'm sure you are. Did you call your mom after?
No, I didn't. No, but I mean,
do your parents know you do comedy?
Yeah, but I don't think they would know about the Punchline.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've
explained it.
Yeah, explain it. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, also like they don't. There's a kind of disconnect with like Asian parents in comedy because like they don't really have that there. Yeah. So it's like they think I do. Like they're like, oh, you do a talk show. I'm like,
basically, so it's like kind of hard to describe. Have you ever sent them like a comedy special or something?
Well, okay. My mom looked up comedy.
Okay,
after
hell
I did it, and then she really likes Zarna Garg.
I don't know her.
She's like this middle-aged Indian woman.
Okay, hell yeah.
But like it's like literally my mom's.
It's like Facebook Reels humor.
I mean, she's really funny, but it's literally like my
she's
mom.
Perfect. Like,
perfect comedian for my mom.
Yeah, she's like my son doesn't do enough work, and your mom's like,
yeah. I was going to talk about London. There's another funny story about that show. It's like so the guy goes on, the host goes on stage, he gives out the cards, and then I'm like, all right, I wonder how aggressive this audience is going to be, right? Like the first comedian's about to go up, and I talked to the first comedian before he went up, and he was like this like really nervous dude. You know, he was writing down his jokes on his arm, his Sharpie, and then he's like, oh man,
that's what I used to do. Like my first year in comedy, my whole set list would be down my hand.
And he's like, oh, I don't know. You know, I don't know if it's good. Well, I've been waiting for like 7 months to do this.
Oh my God. It was your first time there. You're like, fuck it.
And so like he was on a wait list and all that stuff. And I'm like, all right, I wonder how this guy is going to do. Right. And then so he goes up stage and then he's just like, I heard they streamed this show on Facebook Live. I didn't know it was 2010. And it was just like, boo.
Yeah, that's like, you can't roast the show your first thing. That's terrible.
Yeah, but it was also like a bad joke.
Yeah, no, it's not only a bad joke, but also he's making fun of the audience in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was like, all right, what do I do next? What do I do next? He's like, I have a condition that prevents me from doing work. It's called being lazy.
Oh my God.
And then like, the audience was like, boo. 3 red cards right away. Dude.
Terrible.
And I mean, I'm sure that guy's new to comedy, so I don't want to roast him.
You can't wait 7 months and still
and do that.
You gotta have one joke in 7 months.
But it was
sorry.
I know.
Ife, you had the mom joke. You had very early.
Yeah, very early.
Yeah, and that's a really good joke. Yeah, you know, my first joke that was really good is the one I opened with, the Mexi Jew shit. You know?
Right.
So like once I figured that out, I was like, I kind of figured out like how to write a joke finally.
Yeah, every new person who's like I think has promise might have like one thing in 5 minutes. You know, like they have like one punchline that works, and like they have that itch like that's like that might work, and then like eventually everything else turns like that one.
And so that was your first like, oh shit, this is a hard show.
This is a hard show. But I felt like the audience was very fair with that guy.
Okay.
So the thing is like the show.
You understood it.
Yeah.
As an audience member, kind of.
For the first half, the show is very fair, I think. And then through the second half, that's when they get drunker. Yeah. That's when they get more tired. And then they're more aggressive about like carding people. So I went up in the second half. Yeah. Again, I don't want to make excuses, but like
it's okay. You have very white, nice teeth. You can make all the excuses you want.
but if you do a gong show, I do feel like the first half they're gonna be like fair. Yeah. And the second half they're gonna be like voting off as many people as possible.
Yeah. Like, have you been to the San Jose Improv when it gets to a point where they're just playing everyone off, no matter what?
I've never been to the Improv before.
So what they do is 3 minutes. I've gone 6 times. It's a bucket pull mic.
Right. Yeah.
I've never gone up.
Yeah.
Every single one of my friends has gone up in their first to third times.
Yeah.
I have never gone up once. I've gone and signed up every time. But it's a 3-minute sets with a light. If you run the light, they play you off. If your jokes just suck, they play you off.
Right.
So, but sometimes they get in this rhythm where they're just playing people off. And it's like James was doing a setup and they played him off, you know? He was being a little retarded too, but like, it's still, he was like, you can't cut someone off in a setup, bro. That's fucked up. Yeah. Like, that's not, I don't know. Anyway, but
that's tough. Yeah. I mean, I never went there because like, it's like, it's not guaranteed that I go up, and then it's like it's like a bucket pull,
and then I drive,
go all the way down.
Yeah. Do you drive?
No. I mean, I drive, like I don't have a car. So
okay.
Like,
do you have your U.S. license?
I have a U.S. license.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it's like I don't know what the point of going there would be. I mean, just to say that I got up at this.
Well, the thing is, if you get up there, there is it is you get to open for real comedians earlier than Punch. So this is the thing. So you do good there.
Yeah.
Like once or twice, they put you on a list, and then you have to email them pretty much every month. Just be like, hey, I know you're headline, whatever. Who do I match up with? Whatever. In a nicer way than that, obviously more professional. Be like, hey, are there any opportunities to open for someone this week or whatever? Right. But I mean, you end up like people opened for, I think. What's his name? Open for like John Gab. I'm pretty sure open for like big people. Like you see like a ton of like we went to see Adam Ray. Emily Van Dyke was opening for her.
Wow.
For him.
Okay.
And Emily Van Dyke and John Gab are way above me. And I understand that, but I'm just saying like the opportunity to actually open for someone is there. Like Abe has opened for someone before at San Jose. Like it is more of an opportunity. But the thing for me is that it's a bucket pull. Yeah. So I've gone a ton of times and seen comedians who I really respect, but I don't maybe think have put in as much work as me. Right. And I see them get like this opportunity that I'm like, I really was here waiting, and I work really hard, and my 3 minutes would be great. I just never been able to do it.
That's tough. Yeah.
But you know, that's kind of the game too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, like, if you keep going, you'll get up.
Yeah, eventually. But I'm like, I drove Nola one time. It was her first time, and I drove them, and they got pulled, and I did, and I was like, fuck, dude. And Nola killed, you know. Nola's great, but and like obviously nothing, but just like being the one that's like, fuck, I was the odd man out.
I was the one.
Yeah, and I also drove you. That could have been my spot, you know. But no,
that's tough, yeah.
Just, are you close with your family still? Or they're all in Calgary?
They're all in Calgary. I mean, my dad's in Montreal.
Okay. Are they separated?
No, they're just, I don't know, Asian parents.
No love.
I don't know. It's like they talk every day, but it's not. I don't feel like they have
physical.
Yeah. Like I don't feel like they're not like romantic.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen my parents like hold hands.
That's crazy.
Or kiss. Or okay, one time like we were visiting my dad in like San Diego. He was working there for a bit, and then like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to introduce hugs into the family. So I give my dad a hug, and then my sister gives my dad a hug.
That's very cute. Yeah,
and then my mom's like, and then she kind of does this. Like she gives it a side hug.
She's like, I don't really want to touch this guy.
Yeah. I'm like, that's the most physical I've ever seen them.
That's crazy to me.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's every Asian
for
parent.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like I mean, I have mixed parents. So my dad's white, my mom's Mexican. But like I remember growing up, it was I never realized like most people's parents look the same until I was literally like 15 one day, and they were driving. My dad was driving, my mom on the side. And I just looked at them, I'm like, my parents look so different from one another. And most people's parents kind of like, but I just like, I obviously know I'm mixed and all this shit, but it never really clicked in any way. But yeah, in saying that, like,
my parents, I had a really tumultuous childhood, and the recession really killed a lot of shit. Like I should have been rich, but then my dad was only a high school graduate, but he was a salesman here in the city. So before the recession, he was making like $200K, and then went to making like nothing, and then
that's tough.
He went back to school, worked at Trader Joe's. My mom was back in school, so there was a lot of shit going on. Also, some brothers' mental health issues, whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a point in 2020, like their relationship, I feel like because of the tumultuousness, they were forced to gain this bond of closeness to push through it that really has stuck.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like I remember during the pandemic was terrible for me. Like we had a house fire at a point. We were getting our house re-roofed. We had a house fire, and we ended up like they burnt our hallway, so we were homeless for 6 months. And my family was staying with family friends. I was staying at my homie's house, but he just had a rollout mat on the ground, so I was just sleeping on that for like 6 months or whatever. Yeah, and then I'd just walk home every day. I would like too prideful to they'd be like, "Do you want to ride to your house?" I'm like, "No, I don't need it." So I'd walk across town in Birkenstocks every day. And then, but once we got back from the house fire, everything was recovered. My mom got diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh,
yeah. So, and she beat it. She was awesome. But like every day, my dad would take her to the beach. And every day they'd walk together, and like that type of like really hardship, I think, is what brought them super close. And so I've walked in on them once. It was my 18th birthday. 18th birthday in Cancun. I walked in on them. Nice. My mom was on top. Interesting. She was a bigger woman at that time.
Oh my God.
No, I was like, that's gross. And the funniest thing is that earlier in the day, my brother, he's traumatized all day because he walked in on my grandma taking a shower. So he's like, and then I go to get a charger for my parents' room, and I walk back. He's like, fucking grandma in the shower, like all mentally disturbed. And I'm like, bro, I beat you. Like I just saw them fucking, dude, on my birthday.
Oh my God.
On my 18th birthday.
That's one hell of a birthday present, dude.
Yeah, honestly. And I was just trying to, there's this girl, her name started with a V. I was Snapchat talking to her. I was just trying to get her to send me nudes all night, but it didn't work. Mexico, shout out that.
Bad things come in threes, right? Your parents fucking V won't like you reply to you.
No nudes.
Yeah, exactly,
Were you, when you were, so we were like the same age. When Snapchat was big, right?
Yeah,
was it big in Canada?
A year or two older than you.
Yeah, I just turned 25.
Okay, I'm turning 27.
Okay, so you're 2 years older, but Snapchat was pretty big when I was 11. Instagram and Snapchat kind of got introduced at the same time.
It was big around like when I was 13.
Yeah, but like, did you guys have like Snapchat nude scandals?
Yeah. Our school would like talk to us about like, like you are making child pornography.
Yeah.
You could go to prison.
And then we'd just be like, fuck it though. Look at her pussy.
I know.
No, but because I assume from your demeanor that you weren't out here like being like, send me nudes, ever.
That shit,
But I'm sure that you had a couple buddies or whatever that had nude pictures and would show you every once in a while.
I have one guy.
You guys like, should I talk about this?
He had like 70 nudes on his phone from girls.
Just from the girls in your school and area.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm like, how are you like doing this? Like, he just pretends to get drunk and then he asks them to send.
That's nudes. Crazy.
Yeah, and then he had like an entire stash.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, this is like all.
And you're like, you're a douchebag, but also I'm kind of jealous. No. You're like, no, I'm not jealous.
Maybe like 1%.
Yeah, 1%. Just like, I wish I could fuck though.
Yeah. How do you even do it? Like, Yeah, I mean, because I was like afraid to ask a girl out on a date at the time, and I'm like, this guy is literally getting girls to send him naked pictures of themselves.
Yeah,
so like, but I mean, I wasn't jealous. I was like, this guy. I feel like
you thought he was a scumbag.
Just a scumbag. Yeah,
for sure, he was a scumbag.
Yeah, he was a scumbag.
But also, I wasn't the 70 nudes guy, by the way. But I was definitely like they would show me, and I'd be like, that's fire, bro. Like whatever. I was definitely trying to get more.
Yeah.
I would ask eventually. I feel like I sent a lot of penis pictures out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. My penis is well documented. I'm proud of it. So
how many people do you think have a picture of your dick?
I don't know how many have saved
in the world.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
I think all the people right now have, if they have a picture of my dick, it is my adult dick.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
So, but I will say probably if they all kept it versus how many.
Let's say they all kept it. Yeah.
Probably like 20.
20. Okay, all right.
Probably maybe like 10. But how many I really think keep it and would look at it, like 3.
Oh, okay.
You
think 3 girls are actively looking
Not actively looking at it, but I would say
high opinion of themselves.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't know. I'd hope so. I hope I didn't bear all for nothing. I'd hope they find some pleasure in it.
Yeah.
I also, I've been in relationships where it's like, I'm like, hey, can I send you sexy picture? Maybe not my dick, but like my body and stuff. And they're like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to get out there more, bro.
I mean,
you do well. You're fine.
I'm okay.
You're content.
But like, yeah, I'm not like fucking all the time.
Well, you don't need to be though. That's not like what makes anyone happy or content, really.
Like I kind of, I mean, I've talked to other people about this, like who are, I've talked to like my friends who are like more fuckboys, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, dude, you just need to fuck like,
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Like my one friend, he's like, okay, you start with the 3s, you start with the 4s,
Oh my
and
God.
then, like you work your way up. It's just like doing open mics. It's just like
that's bad advice.
I'm like, no, I kind of only want to sleep with someone that I like.
That you like.
That I like, that I care about.
That's
right?
cute.
But like, so I've,
I like that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said no to like
women advances.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
But like, like if I said yes, then I would obviously have a higher body count. Right?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I will say, I would find it very hard to say no to advances. Because sometimes, like, I don't think I've turned down very much sex. You know? Which is, like, whatever. But also, I'm not, most of the people I talk to, you ever, like, look around at your friends and be like, why are they all attractive? Did I choose attractive friends on purpose, or did this just happen?
Well, okay, people like to hang out with people who, like, are similar looking to them, Like, if you see an ugly girl, a lot of her friends are going to be ugly, So that means you're a hot, that means you're hot.
But you're a hot guy, dude. And you should be very confident in yourself, right? Like in terms of you're in good shape, for your age range, you earn well, you live in a big city, like you're funny, that's a lot. You have a lot of traits that are like, whatever the fuck, but
yeah, for sure. And like, okay, I think like this year I've done like better with women than like other years.
Do you think comedy helped?
Comedy helped a bit. Like I've met some women through comedy. I've met women from friends of friends.
But do you think like just comedy helped in your talking to women?
I think so. I'm also like a bit more blunt. Like I'm like because when I was like younger, I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll just be friends with her. That doesn't work. Again,
no, it doesn't.
You just like you have to like be as direct as possible, and then like try to date her.
Sick.
And so like now I'm more like that, and I think that's like
you're more direct about what you want.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, do you want to go on a date with me?
That's cute,
and that's been helping me. I think.
Always has. That's always been the like people are like, oh, why do you do good with him? It's just because I put in the effort. It's just trying. That's all it is.
Yeah, but I do think like I was like really shy for like a lot of my life. I was like not great with girls. I mean, part of it was like because I did engineering and like it was like 90% dudes.
Oh, okay, just in your area.
Yeah, and then but part of it was like. I don't know. I mean, maybe like I grew up with all white kids, and then I was like the Asian kid.
Yeah,
so it's like it made me feel insecure.
That too. Like I wasn't killing pussy in high school. But I was doing very poorly. In fact, the majority of the girls didn't really enjoy my personality. Because I'm a little bit of an eccentric douchebag, and I'd be like, oh, whatever the fuck. But I mean, I wasn't killing. Like I remember, I was doing really poorly with women in high school. I remember I had a really great friend. His name's Howie. Shout out Howie. And he's gay. And in high school, he was out. He was one of the only out kids in high school. Yeah. And he was telling me, he's like, Rafa, bro. He's like, these girls in Marin don't want you. They want a white kid with Sperry's who's going to treat them like shit. And what you're going to do is you're going to realize you're pretty once you're in college, and you're going to do fucking great.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I didn't really. Honestly, like, I think comedy has, like, I mean, I don't really value sleeping with lots of people. Like, I think, like, I've kind of, the only reason I have slept with people that I maybe don't want, like, or haven't been in a relationship with is because I kind of, like, have put myself at a point where I'm, like, tricking myself, like, oh, like, maybe I do like them, And then I'm just like, we're just fucking.
Right. Sometimes I feel like I'm trying to trick myself. I'm trying to convince myself, but then you realize like, no, you're trying to convince yourself.
But that's
right?
the good. Like you're doing the right thing to do. What I was doing was not good. You know. Now I feel like it's growth. You know, as you keep on going. But I feel like I'm trying to. I try to be as honest as possible with everyone and try to be kind and stuff. I'm not really honestly that much of a. Like, I'm pretty open about things, but I think my main issue is that I kind of fall for people quickly, and then after a while, I'm like, fuck, was I really into this? That's just my main issue with that.
So, like, I guess you don't do relationships well then?
I do at the beginning, and then it's like, in my brain, I just kind of start overthinking, and then I'm like, and then I get overwhelmed, and then they send me poop in the mail.
I mean, okay, some people, I feel like they have, like, great early relationship energy, and maybe that means, like, they're addicted to that, like you know, what's it called? Like, the early relationship feeling, right? That spark and all that connection. But then, like, you know, as they go on, it becomes more comfortable, you know.
Well, I think, too, like, I'm talking to a girl right now who actually I very much really like as fuck, and I love her personality, and she's also very attractive and cool, but like she's like so kind and shit, and she's also just like, I'm like, she seems like a girl I kind of grew up with, but like if they were super nice, you know, like so I was like, oh, why do you like me? You're so hot, you know, whatever the fuck. And this one, I'm like, hopefully it feels different. So hopefully I'm trying to get my mind to act like, I just get like, relationships for me, what it is like you have an acknowledgement that other people are attractive, but you're like, I like this person so much that I don't even give a fuck, you know? Or like, I'll put that to the side because I like this person so much. And my hard thing is I move a little quickly, so sometimes I don't build those relationships in moments to think back and be like, wait, actually I have something great, you know?
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense. But.
Yeah, it's like, you have to build it up as you go along.
Yeah, exactly. And then the build up is what you kind of look back on in those moments, and you're like, no, wait, I have something, you know, awesome about, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it seems like you're figuring yourself out.
Yeah, I mean, I think about a lot of shit. Right? Yeah, I'm in there. I'm a little philosopher mode with how I move.
The older people get, I think, the better. Like every relationship that you have, you know, every person that you meet, you know, it's lesson learned.
I have some like mid-30s homies that are dogs, though. You know what I mean? Like you have some friends, I'm sure, that are dogs, and you're like, how do you do that?
Yeah. I think, I mean, some people just refuse to learn, though. They're not very self-reflective, and they're just like, all right, next one. And
but wouldn't you feel super guilty about that? I would.
I would, I would. But that's the thing, like, they don't, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, that's what makes them
I just don't
dogs.
get that. I don't get that. Like, the level of guilt I walk around with on a daily basis could never, you know?
Yeah.
Like, today, I wrote down, I was like, okay, maybe some topics for this. I was like, do you like me / am I being too mean to you? I'm not trying to talk down to you. And I was like, because I'm like, I'm getting insecure that I'm being too rude or mean or too standoffish or whatever. But
I don't think you come up as rude or anything.
Okay, good.
I like you.
I appreciate it. But I was like, cool. That's my insecurity. Like, kind of, at least it's a picturized version of like my mental state. Like, wait, you know, like my actual thinking status.
Do you like
me? No, I'm like, Ife comes to my birthday. I'm like, wait, does he like me? I'm like, yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, I like you. Yeah, you're cool. Yeah. But I mean, okay, like I also like I'm not used to hanging out with comics, you know, because like before I joined comedy, like most of my friends are, like software engineers, so it's like this, they fit in like this niche. Yeah. So like I think like comics is like I've been exposed to a diverse set of people that I haven't normally I wouldn't normally talk to, which is really cool. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, like, they don't escape their bubbles, you know, they don't have diverse friends. Like, a lot of the tech people, you know, all they hang out with is the UC Berkeley friend group, you know?
For sure.
The Stanford people, the Stanford friend group, you know? Like,
no, like, you go to the Marina, I'm like, my friend groups have always been quite diverse, like, ethnically at least. Maybe they always could have used more women, to be honest. Like, we weren't very, like, gender diverse, but, like, I've always had very diverse friend groups, and sometimes I go to the Marina or whatever, and I just see these groups of, like, 20 white people, and I'm like, how do you guys like feel comfortable in just like this like homogenous group?
This bubble.
Yeah, like you don't want to expand.
They're always like 22-year-old like white people.
Yeah,
their parents probably have money.
Yes,
they
exactly.
Probably grew up here. It's
and
like
they went to like Chico or Cal Poly. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's every time I go to the marina, it just feels a little weird. It's like, why is it so white here?
It just. Also, the Asians and Indian girls be sneaking in there though, in those groups, but like
maybe there'll be one.
There'll be like one or two per group, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe a Latina girl too. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I never feel really comfortable there.
Yeah. No, it's. I don't like going to the marina.
Same. But you think for you is it just racial discomfort?
Okay, it's like also I'm cool with white people, but it's like a very specific set of white people.
Preppy, frat white.
Yeah, with the backwards baseball hat.
Fratty.
Yeah, fratty. Yeah,
frat
exactly.
asshole. They're assholes too.
Yeah. And they Comic Club, right?
Yeah.
I think people have tried to do shows around there in the marina, and every time they do marina shows, like people said, like it doesn't work because like the audiences like are very like
they're
uptight,
dicks.
like they're dicks. They don't so I don't know. I mean,
like Keanu got like locked in the closet by frat guys.
Yeah. Wait, are we allowed to talk about that?
I mean, I'm sure. I mean,
I'm sure.
It's open. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, they're like those super douchebag asshole things to do. You know,
that is such a douchey thing.
And how do you just feel free to do that? And also, like, your girls in your friend group are still gonna talk to you and be like, "Oh, you're not a complete ass." I don't know. I can live with that.
Complete garbage person. But yeah, no, I think like one thing I went to University of Toronto.
Okay.
And, actually, we were all like engineers, but like everyone is like diverse, you know. So like I've made friends who are like University of Toronto is very international. So I met friends who like moved here from Brazil, moved here from Turkey, moved here from like Romania, from Serbia.
They're like all ethnically diverse.
Yeah, so they're all ethnically diverse, and now like I have like good friends who like from all around the world, right? So we like I went on a couple of trips. Like I went to like see my friend in Brazil, and so we did a whole Brazil trip. Like, oh my god, this is how you grew up, and like that was cool. And you know, like I went to like Indonesia too, and like some people there too. I was like, oh my god, like, and so I do feel like that was the most diverse like culture I've ever been exposed to. And I feel like Toronto is a pretty diverse city, but here it's like. It's not really like that. Like, it's not that much. Like, our friend group in Toronto was like, hey, like a Brazilian guy, a Turkish guy, you know, like Turkish girl, Romanian girl, like a Chinese guy, Indian guy, like everyone, right? Yeah. But here, like the friend groups, I was like, okay, you have like an all Indian friend group, you know, you have like an all Singaporean friend group.
Yeah, really odd.
And it's like, okay, there's nobody in this group who's not Singaporean.
Yeah. I even notice it with like my comedy homies. Sometimes I'll look around and be like, damn, I'm the only brown guy here. I'm like, wait, how? I mean, but Stoyan is also like Stoyan is my best friend in comedy. We have so much like similarity in our like lifestyle, like our path, whatever. So like he's like kind of he's an immigrant, you know. So like I relate to him a lot in that shit. But like sometimes I'm like, damn, this is a white as fuck group, you know. If Donovan's not there and Edith's not there, I'm like, god damn, bro.
Yeah, also like white immigrants like from like European are different from like Marina white.
Yeah,
they're
for
so
sure.
they're so different.
Super different. Yeah. But they all hate the gays.
They all hate the gays. Yeah, for sure. I also feel like part of it, it's like being sheltered, you know. Like even it's like the Bay Area Asians. Okay, if you grew up like Chinese, if you grew up in Cupertino, you grew up across the street from Google, you went to a very prestigious high school with all Asians, and everyone is trying to get to Stanford. Yeah, I feel like those people are also pretty sheltered.
I agree as fuck. I think. I mean, the percentage of Bay Area landlords who are Asian, it's high. You know? It's high, that's not to say like, you know, that it, like, because I don't know. There's like always like, oh, Asians and Jews are model minorities, and it's like, no, I mean, but there is the thing of like, well, there are poor Appalachian white peoples. Does that make? I don't know, but like at least in the Bay, I mean. In the Bay, gay people aren't a minority either.
Yeah,
they are a real minority. But in the Bay, like Asian people aren't that much of a minority.
We're not really a minority here.
But
in like the larger context of things, obviously like white people treat you guys differently.
I do feel like, because I grew up with white people in middle school.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have a very different perspective from like the Asians who grew up with Asians in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And I think some of the Asians here, like they're kind of assholes. You know, they're used to being the white people of here. You know?
Bro, I didn't say it. I just thought about it for years.
It's like, okay, this guy has too much audacity for like an Asian guy.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, so you know, you see some Asian, and
the non-tism Asians.
yeah. And I think like part of my experience, like from growing up with like white people, is like I learned like what it's like to be the outsider.
Yes, for
what
sure.
it's like to be like. So I try not to like put people down.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
But if you always grew up like part of the majority, it's
part of the in-group.
Yeah, easy to exclude people.
For sure. I mean, I felt the same way because I grew up in Marin. It was all white, you know, and I was like, I was the one brown guy allowed at like the high school parties. And that was like weird, you know? I remember going to a high school party and these two kids, this girl and this guy were arguing about whose dad makes more money.
Oh my God.
And I was like, God, you classless fucks. You know, I'm like,
so
I'm
annoying,
struggling this month. Get out of here, you know?
For sure.
But anyway, dude.
Yeah. It's I mean, wait, so what was like kind of the like economic range of your high school? Was it like
I mean, so Novato is a city in Marin, which is Novato and San Rafael have areas which are a little more working class, but the biggest estates in all of Marin are in Novato as well. So it's quite mixed in terms of I mean, it's like 30. It was like. Probably 20% are the helpers' kids, and then 80% are the people whose houses are getting cleaned. You know, like,
oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like,
wait, that's kind of that's the weird social dynamic.
For sure. I mean, they don't tell you're the helpers' kids or whatever, you know.
Well, okay, I do feel like the rich kids like to stick together. Don't
For
they?
sure. Yeah. I mean, they have experiences that, and also, I was talking about like to some homegirl, and she was talking about how like she's like dating a Salvadorian guy. She lives in the marina, and he was like, dude, I could never live in the marina, you know. And she's like thinking about, she's like, dude, she's telling me, she's like, I don't think I could ever live in the mission for the same reason this white lady's telling me that. I'm like, yeah, but if you live in the mission, you don't have to conform to becoming Mexican. You know, that's not like part of the standard of living in an area. If you live in America, we have to conform to white rules in every part of it, you know.
That's true.
Like, there's a difference in like what you're giving up versus what someone else is giving up.
For sure.
Anyway, not to get too deep, guys.
That's what the podcast is for, dude.
Yeah, dude. Every time I go on a podcast, I just get too serious.
Yeah,
about real shit.
You let out whatever comes out. But okay, I feel like when I was a kid, like I'm like I went through all the ranges of the social economic ladder. You know, like my parents moved here; they were poor. They're like Chinese, and they're grad students. And then we were living in like a cockroach apartment.
Yeah.
You know, when we moved here, but then we slowly like started making more money.
Yeah.
And then we were kind of middle class while I was growing up, like from like middle school to like high school. And then like and then like now like I work in tech.
Of
right?
course,
so I'm like.
You're making money.
Yeah, I'm making money. Like, so I've like moved above that. So I went through the entire immigrant like ladder.
That's cool.
And yeah, but I do feel like I have like a more unique experience than some perspective because of those experiences.
For sure, dude. I mean, imagine if you were just like. I mean, I'm sure you work with people in tech who don't know anything but being there.
Exactly.
You know? And that's a way, like the amount of empathy you have for people is way different.
It's like I feel like there's an empathy gap.
Yes, for sure, dude. The way that homeless people are talked about in this city is disgusting.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
I remember even when I moved here, like it was crazy because I moved to a different country, right? Like I moved from Canada here. And then like I feel like a lot of the people I met, like they just couldn't relate to that, or like there wasn't that much empathy except for one like Eastern European who also moved here. It's like, oh, that must be really tough. I'm like, you're the first person who said that to me.
Even acknowledged it.
Even acknowledged it. Like everyone else, like, oh, you're from Canada? Cool.
Nice.
It's like,
you're like, you don't know that I haven't seen my family.
Yeah, I haven't seen my family in months, dude. I don't know anyone here.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know anyone. Like that's me 2 years ago. I did not know a single
soul. Yeah.
In San Francisco. So
I can go drive to my mom's house right now. You know, you don't have that option to go crying home to mama.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's
but
badass, Ethan.
yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Ethan, the badass Tang.
well, like, I did move here as like a wealthier immigrant. I didn't move here with like, one bag of sandals like my parents did.
I mean,
but
the economic status of this country, if you were to do that at this point, it doesn't seem like there are like many
for sure
benefits to that.
One thing I noticed, like, it's like, the Indians, like, they have the caste system, right?
Yes.
And it's like, if you, like, my friend noticed this. He's like, if you ask all your Indian friends what caste they are, it's Brahmin, which is the highest one. Because those are the only ones who got out of the country. Like, it's literally just the richest Indians here. So I feel like the usually the immigrants who come to America are usually like...
I read an article about how Silicon Valley, how Indians in Silicon Valley basically are redoing the caste system in tech. And how the lowest caste people get the shittier jobs in tech, and like how you can see it going up, There's literally articles about it.
For sure.
Like about how the caste system has kind of survived through tech.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, it's like if there's so many Indians here, that means they're gonna bring some of that there.
For sure, dude.
It's like I don't know. I mean, like there's that goes the whole debate about immigration. Like, how did best integrate people into a community, right? Because like even in the 100 years ago, like the Irish people, when they came here, they brought all their beef here, or like all the Italians, they brought all their
you have the question about like assimilation versus like keeping the cultural standards.
Exactly. It's like, okay, you want to make sure the immigrants like have their culture, but you don't want to bring their
hatred
there.
There's some cultural standards that are uniquely viewed as un-American. Like maybe like, for example,
stoning gay people,
women driving. Women are allowed to drive in America. That's an American standard. So there are some things that are like, but it's weird because I don't know. Who am I to be the arbiter of what's good or not? But also my thoughts and moral perspective is like filtered through an American lens. At least mine is. I know yours might be a Canadian lens.
Yeah, for sure. It's I mean, like when you talk to like people who are like newer immigrants, like I guess sometimes they'll have like a different perspective on it. Like, okay, some people like they immigrate like purely economically, so they don't care about assimilating. Right. But some people like they want to assimilate, but they're like, no, but I still really care about my cultural values, and like there's some things that like they're like caste system. It's not like based on treating people differently. It's based on all these traditions that we have from our caste, and that's why we have to like preserve it. Like, so that's one argument. That, but I'm not saying it. But during justice.
It's their argument.
So everyone will have like a perspective on this.
Of course. And who's to say that my American ass perspective is the one?
Right, is the one. Yeah. For sure.
But also, while I'm here, I do believe it is. I know. I am like, actually, no, gay people should exist.
Exactly.
Whatever the fuck. But I don't know.
But it's definitely like if we grew up in like Uganda or something, we'd have a very different opinion.
Of course. I mean, that's like every war. If you grew up on the other, like, face it with the other religion in your hand, you'd be more pro that side,
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's the luck of the lottery at a point. And like that's another thing, like birth lottery. Birth is just lottery, And like,
and the odds are you're gonna be in India or China. 50% chance of being either India or China.
To be like, I was a man, born in the United States, not only in the United States, in California, in Marin. Just like, all right, shit's pretty good. Like,
life is pretty good.
Like I can't complain that hard.
The odds of you being here is like pretty low, right? Like of all the places you could have been.
Of course, like. Yeah, but we're here. We're in a pretty, not really a progressive city anymore.
It's like it's very techy.
It's neoconservative, bro.
Neoconservative,
in my opinion.
I don't know if like the tech people like have like political beliefs. They just care about money.
Yeah, overall. But that's the whole thing. If you complain about the city constantly, you take what I see is the tech thing. That's my issue with it, is like they're taking from the land and not giving any back, and then complaining about the land being fucked up. And it's like, bro, volunteer to food shelter then, please. Clean it up. Put in $100,000 to clean this shit up.
It's also like they're not really contributing to the culture. I think tech people. It's like they're not really making a culture. Like they're not like doing the arts here, they're not doing like
it's
copy and pasting tech culture though.
Yeah. It's like they come here, they do their tech startups, you know, and then they bring other people who work at their tech startups.
And also, they're all scams.
Yeah.
Also, every fucking tech company except for like 3 are all scams.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening with AI right now. It's the scamming revolution. The same thing how it happened with the .com era.
Yeah.
You just get huge investment, then you all pull out.
Yeah. It's like massive bags. Yeah.
It's just scamming though. It's like it's just tricking people.
You know how many of the people on the under 30 went to prison? Like a lot of.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried's still in there chilling.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like it's just I don't know like I feel like they're all trying to be Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
They modeled this like I can I can move to San Francisco and I can build my thing.
Yeah.
And it creates a very bland culture, I think.
Yeah, no, I think it does as well. I mean, that's why we're here doing the arts though, right?
Yeah, we're trying to do the arts, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm like helping. I don't know what.
You're doing the arts, bro.
I'm doing the arts. Yeah, I'm trying to do the arts.
You're also giving new perspective. You're like I love your shit. It is you don't act like anyone else on stage.
Yeah.
You're like maybe you don't see it as much as I do, but I see a confident ass dude being like, "This is me," you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you ever try to like take anyone else's style. Like it seems like you're just doing you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be I'm trying to like, when I go on stage, I'm trying to tell the world something about myself.
Yeah.
And so like, that's why I don't like jokes about like politics. Cause like everyone else has thought of that joke.
Yeah,
about
of course.
Trump, like, I want to like talk about my unique experiences.
For me, I don't talk about politics as like, I understand how I sound, just my voice. No one wants to hear real political points out of like, I'm stoned as fuck voice, you know? It's like my character on stage is much dumber than I am in real life. You know, when people ask me what my style is, I say feigning stupidity.
Yeah.
And I told Kasim Bentley was telling me, he's like, hey, you should check out this guy. He does retarded comedy like you. I was like, that's so funny. He's like, no, don't be offended by it. I'm like, oh no, I get exactly what you're saying. Like what I said the same thing. I'm feigning stupidity, and then Brian King's right there. He's like, that's a fucking oxymoron, dude. You can't use the word feigning and call yourself stupid in the same sentence.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, I guess like people say it takes like 9 years to find your comedic voice, right? So like maybe one day you'll be like, all right, maybe this is too stupid, or maybe I want to be even stupider, you know, like whatever.
But I love that shit. Like, I think like I love just being silly, and I think that at least the world is so serious right now that silly is more valued.
Yeah, if that makes you happy, and like that's
it does.
That's what you want to do. Yeah, like.
You said you kind of like being silly as well, right? Or like not silly, but give more inside perspective rather than like talk about shit that.
Yeah. I want to lighten the mood a bit.
Yeah, all good.
Like that's what I'm trying to do when
you're out there.
Up there, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not.
You don't know if you. Yeah. I don't also come in with like a philosophy before. It's like I'm kind of just doing jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But Artem was telling me that like one of the perspectives he's trying to take is like he's trying to like, turn like some really dark stuff, like stuff that like
hurts him,
and then like make comedy out of that.
Nola does a great job at that.
That is true. Yeah,
Nola does a great job at that. I mean, I honestly have times where I think about that, and I'm just like, I don't really feel like I'm at the point where I am skilled enough to do the main things for that, and I want to gain like the actual technical skills before I like, because like the shit I told you today, like you didn't know that through watching my set about like my family and stuff, but eventually I will get to that. But like, but I want to do it in a way that's perfect.
Yeah. I love that special because I don't usually watch this type of stuff, but there's a guy named Gerard Carmichael.
Yeah, of course, Gerard.
He comes out as gay in one of the specials.
Yeah, every fucking special he has, he comes out as gay. But
no, there's his first one where he like nobody knew he was gay yet, and then he's like, and then the thing is I'm gay, but like he it was like a very dark special. It was like lit in blue. It was like and like he had some like really tough topics, right? But then like it would always like go with the joke, it was always like lighten it up and like turn it into a joke. And I thought that was like really like cool how he did it like that.
Well, it's funny because that's like one side of the coin is like doing that really like
meaningful shit, and the other side is Dave Attell, where he just says, you know, just like crazy one-liners, you know, he just thinks are funny,
for sure.
you know,
for sure.
And
And maybe like we need to like build up to that, you know, we need to like work on the building blocks on like, okay, like, you know, how to write a joke, all the comedic devices, how to write one-liners,
sure.
that's where you start, right? One-liners, and then like you work your way up to it.
I mean, that's a majority of the jokes I still do one-liners, and that's honestly I should expand upon them, but but yeah, man, I got fucking sent poop in the mail.
Yeah, you got some poop in the mail. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the title of this podcast.
I got sent poop in the mail.
I sent poop in the mail today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great having you, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on the podcast. It was a fun podcast.
What's the name of the podcast again?
Tales with Tang.
Tales with Tang.
Tales with Tang. All right, have a nice day, guys. See you later.
Right.